We're coming to you live from inside the church. This evening, actually it's been kind of a sort of a busy day. So for those of you guys who do not know, our church opened to the public this past Friday for private prayer. Very excited about that. So what we're going to do, first things first today, or this evening, is we're going to walk you through. John's going to kind of give us a little mini tour of how different the church is and kind of some things that you'll notice when you do re-enter our space. So John?
Okay. So the first thing, we are excited public prayer has begun, and our hours for public prayer are every day from noon till 7. The church is going to look a little different, and just a little bit. We're going to start like when you come in. So when you come into the narthex, one of the very first things you're going to see is a sanitizing station. And we're going to get a little better medical type sanitizing, but you'll see our guidelines, directives, just so everyone is aware of what's going on. So right now we do ask everyone to wear a mask. We are going to have disposable masks here as well, so if you forget to bring a mask, take one. These, one of our parishioners kindly made us. If you don't have a mask to keep at home, you can take one and keep it with you. Don't give it back to us. That's your little gift to from us to you. So when you come, you do have to wear a mask, and you'll see we do have to remain 6 feet apart. And we sort of made that a little easier for everyone, because first of all, we have in the pews these cute little signs that say, "Spread the gospel, not germs. Stay 6 feet apart from your pew neighbor." So if you're a family that comes together, of course you can sit together. But just make sure if you go into the pew with the family, you're 6 foot from that family. So these will be there as little reminders for you. And then every other pew will be sanctioned off. So you'll see what that looks like.
And we measured, so.
We measured. We spent, what was it, I think it was last Thursday, just here all day getting everything ready, and we were so excited for everyone to come back, and we want to make sure we do it safely and with all the directives that the diocese has given us. So the best thing too, if you are sick, everyone knows this, but it's important to say, if you are sick or if you've been around anyone that you suspect has the virus, just stay home. There'll be a time for you to come back to church, especially since the obligation to come to church is lifted. So when Mass begins, there's no obligation for you to attend Mass. The other thing, confessions have started again. So last Saturday, Father Michael had confessions at noon. Socially distanced, he was in the front, he had the chair for the penitent 6 foot apart, and confessions went well. So please come back for confessions. So let's just go. So this is the narthex. We've sort of tried to keep everything that you can touch away. Of course, please light devotional candles to Mary. But if Larry zooms over to the welcome desk, you'll see there's not much there. So it just shows that we're trying not to spread cross-contamination with everything. So everything's a little bare. Now we'll go into the church. And you'll see this, it was very sad to do this, to tape off the pews. So like I said, every other pew is going to be quarantined off, so you can't sit. That keeps social distance from that pew. So if you're sitting there, you are 6 foot away from this person. So every other pew is like that. You can just take a look around the church. For public prayer, as everyone comes back, these 2 sections are all that will be used. So you can see in the distance the wings are quarantined off because we don't want people to sit there. That's just more sanitization that the cleaning man has to do. So every day after 7, we have our cleaning company come in and they sanitize this entire area right now where people are sitting. They're not really touching that because no one's sitting there, and that's saving us a little bit of money. So for right now, that's where you can sit, and we welcome you back. We cannot wait to see you again, and especially for Mass, which will be happening soon, and we'll let you know a little bit about that. Thank you. And now we're going to, Lisa,
Yeah.
we have some special guests today.
I do have some special guests with me. So, we have been live streaming our Mass now for several weeks, and it has really been a huge undertaking and an effort by so many people. A lot of our staff has really been super involved. We've mentioned Larry multiple times that we would not be able to do this without Larry and all of his equipment and his professionalism that he's brought to the game. But it has really been a team effort across the board for the live streaming of Masses. And for the past several weeks, we have wanted to bring Bob Vareha and Megan Vareha into the fold of the show to be able just to chat with them a little bit and to be able to share with all of you guys back home just kind of this whole process. That I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of us only thought we were going to be doing this for a few weeks. So when we started this in March, I don't really think any of us anticipated that this would be something that would have been doing until almost Memorial Day.
The whole Easter season.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much the whole Easter season. So welcome,
Thank
guys.
you.
I'm
Thanks
so
for
glad that
having
you're
us.
here. It's so good to see your faces.
We miss you. We miss our parish family very much.
Yes, I know that these guys and then their faces, you see them, they come into your home every single Sunday if you're with us and you join us. So how are you guys? How have you been doing?
Doing well. You know, this is the new normal, and it's weird. Never thought this would happen. I was just looking at the sign out in the narthex before coming in, and it's just, you just look at it and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
who would have ever thought it would have come to this? So, but otherwise doing well, and again, it's just about adjustment and mindset. So, I've been very blessed to be with family and still come to Mass. That's a huge blessing.
Yeah.
For our us two musicians. So. That's been great.
I know, definitely. I have to say, you know, we have had the luxury to be able to be here every week versus the people back home who haven't been. So, so Bob, I'm going to kind of toss that to you. What has that been like? You know, being here week in and week out and having the privilege to be here, but it's so different.
It's weird, and it's nice to continue to do our ministry, but on a personal note, I miss everybody. Miss all the cantors, the choir, everybody I get to work with on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So it's been a blessing to work with my daughter for an extended period, and she's great and picks things up so fast that rehearsals are quick.
Very
but,
true.
I feel bad for everybody who is not able to come. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You know, there's a lot of options out there to look at. You know, to look at a virtual Mass, and the idea that our parish family is still wanting to tune in to what we're doing here, it's very special. You know, we appreciate that. We are a parish family, and it's nice to see the commitment monetarily and through your viewing, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody in person again.
Yeah. So what has it been like for the two of you? You know, we kind of joke and say you guys are like the father-daughter duo, a part of our like live stream team. So really, I mean, it's really been the two of you. Dawn, now she did Cantor a little bit there, I think during Holy Week. I'm trying to think back. It's been so many weeks ago. Dawn has cantored back and forth. But you guys really have been working side by side and really bringing the music portion of the liturgy to people in the home. So what has that been like for the two of you? I mean, this is definitely not an ordinary experience. So what has that been like?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been hearing each other sing and play for like over 20 years, you know, basically before I was born. So we have just, I think, this connection where we just, like, we can pick things up with each other. Yeah. So the technicalities of it are, you know, pretty easy.
Pretty natural.
You know, at home, it's natural, exactly. So that's definitely, and it's just so nice to still bring it back here. I mean, it's one thing to have a parish family, but it's also another thing to have family within a family, so to speak. And and of course, we miss Michael on the drums and Mom in the choir and everyone else in the choir, of course. But it is special to be able to have not only the ease and luxury of being in the same household, being able to prepare together, but also just sharing the celebration of the Mass together.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're so blessed to have you guys, really. I mean, it's been awesome to be able to kind of take this journey with the two of you. I feel like we've all learned so much about live streaming liturgy
Yeah, we pick up as we go. Huh?
to the world, right? Because if you've been watching us since the beginning, we basically started out with a cell phone,
Yeah.
and now we've graduated to live streaming on YouTube with the music right beside Megan's face as she's singing or as you're playing.
I just figured out what the red and blue lights mean. And I still
Oh yeah, there's a red camera and a blue camera. So
Yes.
which
Look at
one's
red.
on? The red camera's on or the?
Red camera.
The red camera is
Oh,
on,
red
the blue camera is next. Yes.
I see you now.
Yeah, we've learned so much about working behind the scenes, right?
Well, we have a lot to owe to Larry. So, Larry, you're the man. The quality of the production has been great, and the fact that we can provide such quality video and the words as a help to everybody participating. It's just I'm really proud of being a part of it. So
Yeah.
it's been great. Now I am again looking forward to more people getting involved again. And we made a decision way at the beginning to limit the participation so that we wouldn't expose more people than we had to this terrible thing. And so it's a blessing to have Megan in the same household. But once we do go back to public masses, I'm looking forward to our other musicians getting involved again. And so please come back. Larry, you coming back?
He's still, let me tell you, I stand next to him every Sunday. He's still singing strong
He's
back
singing,
there.
yeah. So,
He
that's
is.
great.
I sing a little softer because he's really good, so I just sing a little
Yeah.
quieter, but I still sing though.
We could give him a mic.
Yeah, we could give him a mic.
You
That's
wanna do duet?
that's a good idea. You could duet. There you go. That's a great idea. So
But
Megan,
yeah, all my cantors, I love you. I want you to come back.
the choir,
Please
we
come
miss
back.
you too.
Yeah,
So
we miss
please
the choir. I think it's going to be a little longer for the choir to come back, but
don't go anywhere, right?
don't go.
Don't go anywhere. So Megan, I don't know if our viewers from home know. I mean, I think most of them know you're in college, right? So this wouldn't be, you typically would not have been home for the month of March, the end of March, and the entire month of April, because you're a student at Penn State University Park, right? So what was college life like when you just sort of had to be completely uprooted from State College and bring your college life back to your household, which...
Yeah, it was very unique, so to speak. I mean, I left for spring break all excited because I just wanted to get off campus so bad because, it's just hard. It's hard to be in a curriculum that's challenging and to be immersed in something that's just intense. And then to come home thinking like, yay, a little bit of a break. And then you find out you're not going to be there for 2 weeks. And you're like, oh, well, I don't really even have any of my stuff. Like, I have to do laundry like 3 times.
Yeah, like I
then-
didn't pack
and then-
accordingly.
Exactly, and then, oh, we're gone for the semester. So, but what was comforting was that knowing the fact that everyone is going through it. I mean, there's a lot of unity in this weird time, and to know that every other student, every other family is just experiencing something very different is comforting. And the Penn State community is fantastic. Got another Penn Stater, two other Penn Staters in the house.
Yeah.
Michael coming.
Penn
Yes,
State
if you tuned in a few weeks ago, Michael told us live on the show, right, that he was going to Penn State. So
Yeah, so just with bringing that home then, it was definitely unique, and the adjustment for me was actually better than I expected it to be. Again, I think it helped
That's good to
knowing
hear.
that everyone else was in the same boat, and my family was wonderful to being accommodating because I was working and studying about like 60 hours a week, just like in my dining room. So I just made my space. I set up a new routine, very schedule or routine driven, and it just, again, new normal. So that's how I adjusted.
and you finished, right?
Yeah,
We were.
yeah, so
I know that we've been counting down since we've been kind of taking this journey with Megan every week. Every Sunday we kind of checked in, right, to see how she was doing. But you're all done with classes.
Yep.
You finished finals,
Yes.
and you're going to be doing an internship. I think you said remotely, right?
Yes,
Or sort
so
of
that's-
remotely.
Yes, that's also unique too, and I'm so thankful that I still have work. I know a lot of my friends in various majors had an internship lined up and that was canceled, but to be still provided this experience, I'll be working with Merck, the biopharmaceutical company out in West Point, Pennsylvania, where they're manufacturing vaccines actually. And so I don't quite know what my project entails, but I'll be working in their quality department as a chemical engineering intern. So I will be working from home, and they've been so wonderful keeping in contact, and they're going to ship a company laptop. So I find this to be a really beneficial experience, knowing that the world is changing and how people work and where they work. I feel like a lot of companies are going to make a shift to go more virtual after having all this experience. So to experience, what's it like for me to work from home? Do I like it? Do I not like it? I think that's a unique opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to see it from that point of view. But again, really happy I still have work and get to learn.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're excited for
you. For the family, it's been great to have Megan. We didn't think we'd ever have Megan home for this long
That's what I was going to say. How has that been
again.
for you and Holly, as a parent, right? So your son, Michael's graduating high school, Megan's at Penn State, but you basically had them home,
Yeah.
which was not something you expected.
It's been great. I mean, and in that same point, we feel bad that they've missed out on a number of experiences. Especially Michael, his senior year, kind of prom shut down, and they're having a parade on Thursday for graduation,
the parade.
and they're supposed to have graduation next month. But just the camaraderie of being a senior and all that fun kind of cut off. So, but having them home and having dinners together and having fun together, it's been nice to have them home. And the technology that's out now with the Zooming and stuff, it's nice. It's so easy to kind of stay in touch and to do your work and stuff. So just got to keep the Wi-Fi network running at home.
Yeah, if you didn't know if your Wi-Fi was good, you've learned in the last few weeks whether or not you had good Wi-Fi, right?
Yep.
So if you guys had to sit and think about, or like to share with the people at home, like one positive thing you feel like has come out of these last few weeks, like for you, Megan, what would you say that would be? And Bob, I would have the same question for you, but like one positive thing would you say that's come out of this experience for you?
Yeah, definitely having more time in solidarity. I think we take for granted how important silence is and how important just a calm disposition can be, because at school you're immersed in that atmosphere where you feel compelled to study and work and go all the time. So you don't take that time for reflection. And it's so great to have an awesome Catholic community up at school, but it's still a lot of times just that 1 hour on Sunday, and you don't get that peace that you need, especially when you're in a tough curriculum and it's just a very intense time. So being at home kind of mitigated a lot of the stressors I had at school. So that allowed me to finish out my junior year in finals with a little more ease, I would say. So I would say, pulling from this experience, I would just move forward knowing how important a bit of silence and like solidarity is every morning or night or whatever you choose to do. So definitely just slowing down a little bit has been great.
Yeah, agreed. How about you, Bob?
So a couple things. I'm still working full time, but my company has set up this alternating days thing, so we have less people together in the office at one time.
Yeah.
So I get to work from home, which I didn't think I'd ever do, because we work on classified stuff. So we got to stick with unclassified work at home, and so less commuting, a little more relaxation time. Also on the weekends, which we have less masses, but a little more time to look at new music and just family time. Having the kids home. I mean, that's been the best part.
Playing Billy Joel a lot too.
Do a little Billy Joel, jam out on the piano.
Oh, that's good.
Secular music. But
nice, very cool. Yeah. Well, it's so good. I'm so glad you guys are both here, because quite honestly, we would not have been able to bring Mass the way that we have been to people if it wouldn't have been for the both of you and your dedication to our community and your love for this community. So thank you guys both for sticking with us and riding the live stream train. It's been awesome, so we really appreciate it.
I want to sneak in one comment too.
You're sneaking in a comment? All right.
Because Megan has this following. She has a fan club. So
she does. Lots of people comment.
Lots of people comment on Megan and what a great job she does and how poised and everything. So and I get people that text me too and tell me that. So you really, it's the duo, but really
Well, thank you.
They
very
love
much.
You get more fan mail than your
Thank
dad,
you
don't
very much.
They do.
Yeah.
People love Megan. We love Megan. There's not what's not to love about Megan, right? You raised an amazing. You and Holly raised an amazing daughter, so you guys are
It wasn't
awesome.
hard.
Well, thank
But,
you guys for being here. We appreciate it so much, and we will. I'll see you on Sunday,
Yeah.
or actually Thursday.
Thursday, we're at
Which is a
procession.
great segue into reminding everybody that on this coming Thursday, we have our Ascension Mass, which is going to be live streamed from 2 p.m. here in the church. So we're going to get the Holy Day in on Thursday. So we'd love to have you join us at 2 o'clock. And then a lot of us here that are going to be here for Mass are going to probably head home, get our green and gold on, and then get ready for the senior recognition parade that's happening on Thursday as well. So if you didn't know about that, there's some details about the parade on our website, stbarbara.org, and you'll be able to come and be a part of that if you'd like to in our community. So, Dawn,
Yes, Elisa.
we got a 4 o'clock email today
We got a
from the diocese
Yes, we did,
and Father.
yes. And like last week when we announced our DLA, I wish I had a bell. I don't have my.
Yeah, no,
But oh, drum roll. So great announcement. 4 o'clock today, we found out that we are set to go for public prayer, which is a fancy word for Mass. So June 1st, we are in the green to begin public Mass. So that's a Monday. So we will start that week with daily Mass. A lot of information is going to be coming your way, but I just wanted to announce that our first weekend then for weekend Mass would be June 6th, that
Yes.
Saturday night at 5:30. Right now, it seems the schedule's going to be the same. This is going to be an adventure for all of us. The space is going to look like I showed you earlier. So we're going to be social distancing. We're going to be wearing masks, but we're going to be praying and celebrating the Eucharist together, and we'll do what we have to make that happen. And I think everyone is ready. We'll still be live streaming though.
We are, so we're going to continue to live stream, but I think it'll just be nice, to be able to kind of be able to take that next step forward. Because I feel like since we've started doing this show and bringing the information to people, I feel like almost every week we have a little bit more exciting news to share. So we literally did find out, and we have a staff meeting already planned for tomorrow. We had it planned anyway, but I feel like that's going to take another little bit of a turn, but we will continue to work hard to do whatever we have to.
We'll be ironing out the details, and just as soon as we get them, we do a good job at getting them out to you so you will know. Just remember that the obligation to come to Mass is still lifted from the bishop. So we are opening the doors for public Mass, but the obligation, you do not have to go to Mass. You can watch it
On our live stream.
On the live stream, but just know that. And we're being very cautious, but we're doing everything we can to get you into the church to be together to celebrate.
Yes, and we have, I know Jonah's been feverishly working behind the scenes too. We have some baptisms lined up over the next 2 weeks here, just for those family members here. So there's a few little sweet little babies that are going to get to receive the sacrament of baptism. And I believe also the people that were to go through RCIA at the Easter Vigil, that is scheduled to happen as well. So there are things that are kind of coming down the pike and that are happening. So it's exciting that the wait is sort of nearly over, I guess.
It's a lift.
It's a little bit of a
bit better. Then the sun helps everything.
Yeah, a little bit more positive energy is
Yeah.
really good. So it's been, I didn't, we kind of knew, we were kind of anticipating that in the next several weeks. So, but there was a lot of planning that has to go on behind the scenes. So thank you, Dawn, for all of your lovely signage and your tour that you did for us today.
Sure.
And I was carrying this around because I meant to say, if you want to, and if you're like me, I have a child, I always carry hand sanitizer. So if you have your mask with you and your hand sanitizer, you're welcome to, bring that in to church with you too.
So from now on, that's just going to be a way, just have your mask, have your hand sanitizer when you come to Mass. If you don't, we have some out there, but just until we get through all this, that's going to, as Megan said, the new normal.
Yes.
We'll get through it.
Yes, and for those of you guys as well that are out there watching and thinking, okay, Mass is great and the sacraments are great, but I'm part of this ministry or that ministry, like when will we get to be able to come back and do those sorts of things? I can tell you that we will continue to share information with you as we receive it, and when we know and decisions are made that ministries are able to begin again and activities are able to begin again, that we will tell you. And I had said this the other day, if you caught my video with Barb and Skip, I was on their porch. I said, really, I feel like we've been doing our best. Like when we find out, we immediately do our best to share it with you in the best way that we know how. So no secrets. We're just going to tell you what we know.
As we get the information.
As we get the information.
Great.
So, okay.
Well, that was a good one today.
I think it was a good one today.
We'll be coming again next, I think, Monday morning.
Yes, coming next Monday, and I will, like Dawn said, we're going to be working out some information, so within the next few days, stay tuned. We're not 100% sure what public prayer, like liturgies, will look like for our weekend masses. We just have to kind of make sure we have all of our ducks in a row and that we have time to sanitize and do all of those protocols between liturgies, so we will definitely be ironing those out, and I do know that, again, we can say live streaming of masses will continue, so the time may change, but if that does, we will definitely keep you posted. So thank you guys for tuning in with us this evening and being a part of our show and continuing to support all of us here at the parish. We really do appreciate all of your love and support and your feedback. You guys have been amazing and really great. So have an awesome rest of your week and happy Memorial Day.
Oh, that's right. That's
So,
this weekend.
so maybe we won't be here on Monday because it's a national holiday.
We'll see. We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Yes,
Maybe we'll
you
take a
will,
day off. I don't know.
unfortunately.
I don't know. We'll see what
All
happens.
right.
But we will be back and we will continue to give you information. So thank you guys again for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your Monday evening and have an awesome week ahead.